On tonight's show, the top 5 biggest, most major crazy company recalls ever in the history of the world.
And shocking revelations about the Mrs. Doubtfire sequel.
All that and more on episode 25 of the Omega 3 Supreme podcast.
It's the Omega 3 Supreme podcast.
Well, Bill, it's our 25th week anniversary.
Wow, we've been doing this for a while.
We've made it a long way. What's that, like over half a year?
Jesus. Yeah, right?
Man, it's been a while. So who's this thing sponsored by?
Well, as always, we're sponsored by Danger Words, an app that you and I happen to write. Go to dangerwords.com right now and download Danger Words. Board game for iPhone. Play it. It's good. It's good. It's good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I want somebody to play me this week. So if you're watching this right now, start a game with Matt. I want to play somebody.
Start a game with Bill if you want to beat the person you're playing. I'm bad at it.
All right, let's get into the duo log. What's in the news, Bill?
Well, there's talks about a Mrs. Doubtfire sequel in the works. This is terrible news, though. It's like they're trying to take the memories of your favorite childhood movie and then dress it up in something slightly different to make you fall in love with it all over again. Wait a second. Wait. They're Mrs. Doubtfiring Mrs. Doubtfire. Those Hollywood geniuses. This is awesome. I can't wait.
Well, they just took the plot, so it's got to be a good move. So let's champion this thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, a 16-year-old stowaway in an airliner's landing gear barely survived a 5-hour flight without oxygen and in sub-zero cold. When the teen was asked why he did this, he said, "It was either ride in the landing gear or fly Delta."
Seriously, like I guess he made the right decision, I think.
I think he's not regretting it.
No, not at all. A kidnapper in Atlanta released a 10-year-old boy after the boy annoyed the kidnapper by refusing to stop singing. We'd have an interview of the boy to show you here, but that annoying little shit would not stop singing.
He had to go. Could not take it. Could not last long.
Yeah.
Now I've got some engagement news. Donnie Wahlberg and Jenny McCarthy are getting married. Yeah, preparations are already underway. They're reportedly changing the vows from "till death do us part" to "till death from a totally preventable disease do us part."
Vaccinate your children, people, please.
Yeah, please don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
Don't be. And that's the duo log. Hey, you know what time it is?
No.
It's crazy hat time!
Crazy hat time, 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 crazy hat time. Crazy hat time, 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 crazy hat time.
So what have you been up to this week?
Well, I actually did something this weekend, so that's a change.
Good. So far, so good.
Well, I don't know if it's that good. I went to Buffalo, so...
Our favorite place.
I wanted to go get some breakfast in the morning, so I went to the IHOP. Maybe a mistake.
Always a good choice.
Yeah, maybe a mistake already. But so I go into this IHOP. I just saw it there. I was like, all right, I'll just go in here, and I enter in there, and then I sit down, and I'm starting to look around, and I'm noticing I'm in like pretty sketchy IHOP. I mean, it's almost like it's in the middle of a ghetto. I mean, looks like there's trailer park, and there's like these ghetto black chicks. Okay, so there's this ghetto black chick sitting beside me. Like, this is like your stereotypical. It doesn't get more stereotypical than this. She's like yelling at her kids, like, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do? what you go do? You go. And then she starts yelling at, like, the kids start crying, and then she's like, her boyfriend's there and beside her, and then she's like, what you gonna punch me in the face? I want you to try, you punch me in the face. I'll drop you. Like, I'm like, what is going on? Where did I walk into? I'm in an IHOP in Buffalo, and I feel like I'm in some sort of crazy stereotype ghetto. So I don't know. This was my experience. I've never experienced something like this.
Man, I hope that's not representative of all of Buffalo. I mean,
I think it is because then because it didn't end there.
Oh, okay, all right.
So then I decided I'm gonna go into the Walmart.
See, that's okay. You can't say it's Buffalo's fault if you're going to Walmart.
I go into the Walmart and I immediately say, okay, this is like no Walmart I've ever been in, and that's saying something because Walmart is already pretty ghetto.
Right.
But I go into this Walmart, I instantly feel like nervous for my safety. And I'm walking in and there's like this discount bin, like 88 cents. With this little happy face on it, and it's full of drugs, like pills and things. And there's just like literally 15 people scrounging through this bin of drugs looking for the discount drugs.
See, the United States healthcare, it's fine. We're fine.
Let's get these expired discount drugs and let's use them. So I immediately turned around and walked out of there and tried to find a better part of town. Unfortunately, it was Buffalo, and there is no better part of town.
Yes. Yeah.
So that was my experience in the armpit of America.
All right. Well, I have family from Buffalo.
Your family's from Buffalo, so I kind of feel bad.
So I'm very, very offended right now. And hopefully they're not watching and being hurt. After they took you into their home.
I know.
And
I
now
feel even more bad now because they were very nice and they invited me and they actually extended an invitation that I could have stopped by any time. So maybe I should have taken them up on that and avoided it.
They live in the nicer part of town, I think. So you can just
I think okay. I won't say it was Buffalo. I say it was just that area I was in.
Man, yeah, my uncle who you met there, he hooked it up last time I was in Buffalo. He got me some Timbits. That was that was like the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me.
There are an exorbitant amount of Tim Hortons popping up everywhere down there, so I did feel at home. I wasn't too out of place. Speaking of food, there's been a major recall recently.
Yeah. Kraft is recalling 96,000 pounds of Oscar Mayer wieners because the packages are labeled plain, but they actually contain cheese. So we'd like to take this time to issue a recall on our podcast because it's labeled Omega-3 Supreme, but it actually just contains cheese.
And there hasn't been a rejection on wieners this bad since me in high school.
Me too, man.
It's true. It was a rough time for me. But anyway, this brings us right into our top 5. These are the top 5 biggest company recalls in history. Number 5, Ford Motor Company recalled the mayor of Toronto when it learned about a crack in his system.
Number 4, Justin Bieber keeps trying to recall Selena Gomez, but she never answers.
Number 3, Malaysian Airlines has been trying to recall its plane, but still can't find it.
Number 2, Sony is still trying to recall the Total Recall reboot, but keeps getting distracted by the chick with the 3 boobs.
Pretty distracting, I must say.
Yeah.
And number 1, we'd recall this podcast, but someone would have to watch it first. And those are the top 5 biggest company recalls. Well, I guess that's it for the 25th anniversary of this podcast.
Yeah, another one under our belt. Done.
Feels good. I feel like we've reached a milestone here, and we're just going to keep powering through until we hit 26.
Yeah, and this will probably bring us up to about maybe 50 aggregate viewers across the entire spectrum of our
That's good.
episode.
It's about we gain one every week.
Yeah.
That's it for this week. This is episode 25 of the Omega 3 Supreme Podcast. I'm Matt Chin.
And I'm Bill Snitzer. Go to dangerwords.com right now and download Danger Words.
And tune in next Wednesday for a brand new episode. See you then.
It's the Bag of Three Supreme Podcast.